20 days is a long time, almost 3 weeks, to find out if someone's actually approved for a loan. So as you can imagine, if you've got a offer that comes in a little bit lower than yours, it's a cash offer, and your offer is a little bit higher, but you're going to tell the seller you're going to wait for 20 days to find out whether I'm approved or not, they more than likely will go with that cash offer because they don't want to wait that long.
Welcome to the STR Home Financing Podcast, where we believe a legacy is something you build, not just something you leave behind. And now, here's your host, Jeff Chisum.
Hey, this is Jeff Chisum with STR Home Financing. Welcome to episode 16, which is going to be a little untimely, off timing, however you want to put it. But we're sitting here and it is February the 17th, 2022. And depending on when you're listening to this episode may not apply today, but I guarantee there will be a time where this episode will be very valuable to you. So we may be planting seeds today. Depending on when you're listening, you could be in this moment right now, but we certainly have been in these markets the past few years where it is very challenging to get an offer accepted. So a few things that I've shared in the past with my clients to help them win a deal has come to making sure that we're partnered with a realtor that has a game plan on how they are helping their clients win in a very busy, crowded, multiple offer market. So some of the things that we have suggested to our clients are putting lower days on the option period. So in a typical market where things are comfortable, you have plenty of time to do what you need in order to check out a property, the option period has usually been 7 to 10 days. So the option period is where you can have the home inspected. You can have, and inspections could mean multiple things. It could be a general home inspector, and then you've got a well and septic that you need inspected. You could have a pool that needs to be inspected. So those 7 to 10 days can be very valuable just depending on the different levels that you need an inspection done. So inspection period, you're typically paying, depending on the market, how hot it is, anywhere from $500 to $1,000, typically no more than $1,000 to get the property checked out. So in a busy market, you may want to shorten those days, or if you have toured the property, you have a background that you can go in and identify some of the things that may be big ticket items and you're comfortable with waiving the option period, that may be another way that you can present yourself in a stronger position because they're not having to wait on whether or not you're going to move forward with the deal. So the other one has been the approval date. So a typical standard that realtors get in the habit of putting is 20 days for the approval date. So to summarize, the wording on most contracts is that their client has up to 20 days to have their financing approved. And if within that 20 days they're denied for the loan, you can exit from that contract without any type of recourse of paying your earnest money or being sued potentially. So 20 days is a long time, almost 3 weeks, to find out if someone's actually approved for a loan. So as you can imagine, if you've got a offer that comes in a little bit lower than yours, it's a cash offer, and your offer is a little bit higher, but you're going to tell the seller you're going to wait for 20 days to find out whether I'm approved or not, they more than likely will go with that cash offer because they don't want to wait that long. You may consider waiving those approval days or shortening that time frame. So with our clients, we take them through a rigorous pre-approval process. We check out documents. It is not a push button get mortgage with our team because we never want to put our clients in a position where they potentially could lose their earnest money because we didn't do our job up front. And then we find out, oops, we should have asked that. Sorry, your loan's being denied because of it. You're going to have to move down the road. Not a great situation at all. But then it becomes a strategic position where if we fully check out our clients, we are comfortable, confident with their ability for a ultimate approval and funded loan, then we should be able to advise our clients, yes, we have no reservations or doubts. You could waive that approval period. So that's another place where you can put yourself in a more advantageous situation. Another thing that we do is we offer to call the listing agent once the offer is submitted. If that realtor has tons of offers that they're reviewing, all things are somewhat equal. There's some pros and cons to every offer, but we've got 5 really strong offers. As you can imagine, if they're not having to chase down the lender, so maybe they are a really good listing agent and they're having to make these phone calls to loan officers to just ask them some questions about the approval. If they actually get a call from the lender, it saves them that time from having to make that phone call. It's going to make your offer stand out in a crowd. And so on that phone call, I'm just letting them know that, hey, this process that we take our clients through is rigorous. We make sure that we get it right. We have no reservations about their ability to complete the financing on this deal. Also explain our communication plan to keep everyone updated, because I know that it's common that the realtors never hear from the mortgage company. If they want information, they usually have to drag it out of them. And then they're usually not hearing anything until it's, hey, we're not going to be able to close on time. So I let them know about our communication plan to keep them updated every step of the way. They love that. And then just let them know about the commitment that we have to close on time, that we don't take those dates as suggestions. We understand it's a legally binding date on a legally binding contract, and we understand what's at risk for our client if we don't meet that closing date. So they absolutely love that. I let them know I've been a top 1% loan originator in the United States, and tell them, hey, I don't say that to brag. I just want you to know that we're serious about what we do and we operate at a very high level. So you can expect that if you decide or your client decides to accept my client's offer. So look forward to working with you. So yeah, as you can imagine, that phone call is strong. That reach out is strong. Making their job easier is going to put them in a position where it's going to give you favor. So hopefully that helps someone, maybe not today, but tomorrow, but maybe it is tomorrow and it helps you today. So either way, until next time, take care.
Jeff Chisum is a registered mortgage loan officer, NMLS 673623 for Northpointe Bank, NMLS 447490. Northpointe Bank is an equal housing lender. All programs and products discussed on the show are subject to change without notice.